Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the tarot reading for serious minded people in this, a very serious minded time. Historically, probably one of the most intriguing, if not interesting, times we've had over the past, let's say, 7,000 years. You can go back earlier than that to something called the Younger Dryas, and we had the big freeze down, the Ice Age before that. So that would move us back to, maybe 12, 13,000 years ago. At that point, we know that there were some civilizations on the planet that were phenomenal, even by our standards. We don't know much more about them because we don't really have the history on them, but they were, in many ways, comparable, if not superior, to what we're doing today. And then again, like I said, we have the Ice Age, we got the Younger Dryas, and then history kind of begins again. Mankind kind of asserts itself again on the planet. So in the last 7,000 years, we have never been in this position. And that is, we can destroy ourselves. We can wipe ourselves out. Now, we still have to worry about solar flares, still have to worry about volcanic eruptions, meteorites, asteroids, all kinds of other things. But we can pull the trigger on ourselves. We're doing it, I think, in several ways already. We've poisoned the environment completely. We're talking about climate. But frankly, to me, that is a specious argument. And the reason it is, if for none other, and I think there's a whole bunch of other reasons, but for the primary point, just like the human body, the planet is a chemical reaction. And for people who even have basic chemistry, and I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I remember when I took chemistry, three things affect every single chemical reaction: pH, acid alkaline; heat, hot cold; and pressure. Those three things, any one of them, can significantly change a chemical reaction. Well, since we've polluted the air, the water, the earth, we are changing the chemistry of the planet. And because of that, that could be having deleterious effects. On the other hand, we do see them writing in skies, admittedly tampering with the weather. They've been doing that since the 50s, but now they're really into it whole hog. You see what happened in California because of one individual. Water that could have helped LA considerably, may not have solved the issue totally, but could have helped. The water was controlled by one individual or a couple for their profit. First of all, I don't know how you can own water. It's like owning air or even owning land. I mean, to me, it's asinine. After a while, yes, you want to set up boundaries. Yes, you want to have some sort of organization, but air and water should be absolutely free. But it's not. Tells you there's a big problem there. So when you start to combine all of these things, all of these inputs, you change the planet, the way it functions. And because of that, you can have a lot of other things going on. It's like pulling on a spider web. You pull one side and you affect about every other side. It's the same thing that works here on the planet. So we are at a point right now. Oh, of course, you add in robots taking over, which probably will happen in a dozen years or less. You throw in the idea of atomic war. You kind of get the picture, okay? I'm beating it like a dead horse, and I'll stop. But the point is, these are very historic times, frightening times. So I'm not here to talk about rainbows and lollipops and whatever else. I mean, you get tarot people who throw out 30, 40, 50 cards. That's not a reading. That's something else. A scam, as far as I'm concerned. And besides, I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology, numerology for over 50. Yes, that's 50. I have never, in my experience, seen tarot really to any degree, forecast the future. That's not what tarot does. It's not what it is intended to do. Tarot is the science of potential. Here's an energy. You take the cards. I only do 5. I keep things simple, focused. We're not here to fool around. But that's what I do. Okay? So, you take astrology, numerology, those are talking about cycles. They're the science of cycles. And with them, you can predict. Not so with tarot. It is the science of potential. So let's find out what your potential is today. Is everybody who's going to be hearing this going to be resonating with it? No. Never happens, never will. Same thing with astrology, numerology. If you get 10% of the people who view or listen to your podcast or reading, if you get 10% of that group, 1 out of 10 people resonating with it, you're doing well. People are too complex, too many people on the planet. I don't mean too many, but you know what I mean. There's so much variation. Don't worry. Keep tuning in every day. I do a brand new forecast every day. We'll catch you tomorrow, next week, next month. Somewhere down the road, you and the frequency are going to match. You'll know it when it happens. When it does, shift it into gear and go. I mean, go like hell. Burn rubber. For the rest of us, just pick up what you can from every reading every day and move ahead. I'm sure you'll benefit from it. I'm positive you will. I've had comments from people like that all the time. By the way, speaking of comments, help me out with the algorithm. Like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, and share. Especially like and subscribe. Those 2 things I understand really do positively impact the algorithm. And that makes it better for me to be able to connect with you on a daily basis. So let's get to the reading. Middle card is the Oracle card. It is the card that sets the mood for the reading. And today it's Yang or Yang. Yang is positive energy. It is masculine energy. It is action. It is, the yin is quiet, strong, equally strong, but just the opposite. It is internal energy. Yang tends to be outward energy, tends to be the stuff that you can, or we can see or hear, feel, touch, that kind of thing. So the card today is Yang. In other words, basically, put it into gear, push forward on something, some area of your life. Number at the top is 1, numero uno. And that's because all of life is movement, all of it. Even in yin energy, even if it's behind the scenes. For example, you can't see your heart, but it's pumping. You can't see your brain, but it's thinking. Right? You still have energy, you still kind of have movement. With yang energy, you see it, you feel it, you touch it, you taste it. It's there right in your face. Pushing forward to your manifestation. Because remember, please, your manifesting ability, which is a God-given gift, is the most powerful tool any human being has. You can, if not create, influence your future with positive yang energy. That is, focus tightly. Focus on what you want. And I mean see it, hear it, feel it, taste it, touch it. I mean the whole thing, like you're right there. Don't dwell on it in an obvious way, but form that scene as clearly as you can. That will create the energy, and it may take a day, may take a month, may take a year, whatever. It will materialize for you. Okay, so don't forget that. Here's the meme for today, kind of help things out a little bit in terms of explanation. The meme for today is make it happen. Shock everyone, shock yourself. The mission is personal. It takes a lot to start over again, but you owe it to yourself to become everything you ever dreamed of. Be brave, trust the magic of new beginnings. Things will find their shape. You just have to believe. You just have to take that yang energy, make that vision. In fact, I'll be honest with you, our ability to manifest is what gives us the advantage over robots right now. They talk about so much about artificial intelligence, this, that, and the other thing. You can create pictures in your head. You can shape your future. All you have to do is be brave, trust the magic of new beginnings. Trust yourself. First card all the way to the left is the Page of Cups, and that's really, this says it best. Trust yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself. Pages always change the storyline. It's like a mystery. You think that the butler in the kitchen did the murder. It turns out it was the chauffeur in the basement or something. You know, I mean, it's just like, whew. And that's what the Page of Cups is doing, is saying, trust yourself. Trust the magic of new beginnings. Push forward in belief and watch it happen. Maybe not in a way that you would have anticipated, but it's going to happen anyway. Love and respect yourself, Page of Cups. It'll take you to where you want to go. That's the Ten of Cups. And again, remember, cups are not necessarily another person. They are things, ideas, or people who we are emotionally connected to. Could be a favorite aunt, favorite uncle, could be a friend in school, could be mother, father, sister, brother, whoever. That quirky uncle that everybody laughed at, and you, as a kid, kind of thought he was goofy, but you know what? Now that you think about it, he was pretty cool. Different, but cool. Those kinds of things, okay? So let's keep pushing forward. We go to the Two of Pentacles. It's a change in values. If you're going to love yourself, if you're going to trust yourself, if you're going to trust the magic of new beginnings, and you're going to work toward that idea, that manifestation, that dream, it's going to change your values, or you will have to decide, I'm going to make the change in values. Because what I've been doing hasn't gotten me where I want to be, so I got to think and feel differently. I have to have a different set of values. And the final card is the Knight of Swords. I love this card because this guy does not look like he's doing it half-ass, right? I mean, he is just going. You talk about yang energy, that picture, that card, that's it right there. Full speed ahead. Knights bring gifts. And what this Knight of Swords will do for you is bring incisiveness, intelligence. You will act with certainty. You will have that belief. Your thinking will be changed so that you will be more positive, more trusting in yourself. You will trust. You will be brave. You will push forward using that yang energy. This is not something that you need to be reticent or quiet about. It doesn't mean that you have to be loud and an ass. It just means you're sure, you're certain. This is where I want to be. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get there. Doesn't make any difference. I'm going to trust in the magic. Things will find their shape. All I have to do is make the picture and then get the hell out of the way. They'll happen. And the Knight of Swords will give you that kind of positivity. It'll give you that kind of courage. Full speed ahead. Let's go. Make all the difference in the world. That is the Tao Manifested reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another. Hope you're here with me. Help that algorithm out a little bit. Between now and the next time you and I get together and do tarot, peace and blessings.